Hi everybody, welcome back to Beth Unboxes. I'm Beth and this is a first for me. I'm gonna do a try on video. I have never done a get ready with me or anything like that, so this is me. I have no makeup on. I put on some moisturizer and I put on some lip gloss, but I'm ready to start from scratch with you guys and just go through my routine and just have fun with some makeup today. So let's see how we do. Let's see if I can put on makeup with everybody watching. My primer I'm going to use is Time Balm, and this is from a recent box. I couldn't tell you which one, probably, I want to say Birchbox. I don't have this wet, but I do use a flat end sponge for my primer. I just like the way it goes on, and I just squirt a little bit on there. This is a mattifying primer, so it should help reduce any shine. And I go down my neck just to make sure everything's got all the foundation it needs. Now I will say I have I am not anybody's professional makeup artist. I am still learning. I've learned techniques from watching you guys on YouTube just in the last year or two that have really, I think, improved my makeup game. So yeah, not anybody's professional makeup artist, but just having fun with some makeup. And if you guys see anything I could be doing better, leave me some comments, because I'm always willing to learn and grow and try new things and see how we do. Okay, primer's on, and now that I've chatted some, it should be nice and dry. I am gonna pull my hair up out of my face. I got some really cute hair clips in a Macy's box 3 or 4 boxes ago. I gave those away. I kind of wish I kept them, but I got these from Temu. All right, so my foundation, do not laugh at me. Don't knock it till you tried it, but this is actually a Temu foundation. This is the brand. It is Lacau, I guess, but it's just Foundation Beauty Makeup, and I use the 240 Neutral. I tend to need either a neutral or a cool toned foundation. If I don't, I end up looking like an Oompa Loompa. So this one works pretty well. I use, for the sponge I use, and you can see I've started, this is a new batch, but this is my new sponges from Temu, and I've already used it a few times. But I get sponges from Temu in packs of 8, and this is the angle one I use for my foundation. And I just use like 2 squirts. And I start at the top and kind of work my way down so I don't end up with a pile of foundation around my neck. And be sure to get under my eyes and between my eyebrows and all that good stuff. This one's going to need a bit more. I have rosacea, so I try to add a little bit more around my cheeks. I also sometimes will use a concealer on my rosacea just to kind of blend it out, but I got it kind of covered up. Now this is a pretty good foundation. It's not completely full coverage. I would call it medium coverage, but I like it. It works really good for me. And if I'm going to wear my hair up, I try to blend it in a little bit more into my hairline without trying to make my hairline orange as well. But foundation's on. All right, my next step is my bronzer, and this is the one I use most often. This is a P. Louise bronzer, the cheek of it, and this is the tone Hazelnut Heart. This is a very cool tone, and if I'm doing this part wrong, sorry, this is how I do my bronzer. So I start and just kind of build it up. I have a little brush I got also from Temu, and I just I just blend it in until it stops looking ridiculous. And into my hollows of my cheek and up my temples and sides of my nose, and if there's any left, I go down around my jawline just to get it a little bit shaded in there. I do sometimes, like I'm going to now, go back in and pull some of that brown up away from my eyebrows, because it came down, I think, too far, and I mainly just want it kind of at the very top of my forehead, the top third of my forehead, and I feel like that went down top half of my forehead. All right, so we've got a bronzer on. My blush, because I'm wearing orange, is another P. Louise, and this is the Coral Morals. And for my blush, I just dab it on above where I put in my bronzer, and for the P. Louise, I only have to squeeze it out about every 4 or 5 uses because it just gets so much and I don't need a lot. So I have another flat end one I use for my blush, and I just kind of blend it in. And dab a little color here and there if you don't want. If you want to, you don't have to. I don't always, but I sometimes do. And there is my blush, and you can see how nice and pigmented the P. Louise is. I love this one. We have this in pink and a lot of different colors, but today is the orange day. And the next step is going to be eyeshadow. Before I start my eyeshadow, I'm going to use some of this P. Louise eyeshadow base. I have never used eyeshadow base before this, and well, I might have had one and tried it, but I didn't like it very well. This one, I use the other side of my foundation dabber and kind of just get it in there, and you can use your fingers. I just don't like getting makeup all over my fingers, so I use the blenders whenever possible. So with this, I go all the way to the corners. I even put it under my eye all the way around. It lays down a really nice foundation for whatever else you want to do, and it works really good for helping your eyeshadow just be all it can be. All right, so my eyeshadow today is going to be from this P. Louise. This is the Identify Your Worth palette, and it's really cute. It used to light up. I think I broke it. I used it too much. But I like to use this color for the crease in my eye, and then I'll use a lighter color to kind of just lighten it up a little bit. And this is a daytime look. I'm not trying to be all dramatic. This is just for work. So I put that in the crease of my eye, and a tip I got from, I cannot remember her name, but a lovely YouTuber that does makeup for mature skin. She said tilt back if you have hooded eyes, which I do, and just make sure it looks the way you want it to. So you can see I've got that kind of just accenting the crease in my eye, and I'm going to do the same with the other side. And I want to make sure I'm kind of even. The sun's hitting me, so it's hard for me to tell. I think I need a bit more. All right, so that is my darker color, and I'll just wipe it off on my hand real quick and go in for the lighter color. Now for this, I'm going to start at the corner and work my way across the lid, and then I build it up around at the top. So I just kind of build my little half circle. I do quick makeup. I am not about spending 6 hours in front of the mirror putting on a face. So occasionally, of course, everybody's going to spend more time building up a fancy look and doing all sparkles and whatever you want to do for concerts and fun things and outings. But for the normal, I'm a 5 to 10 minute girl. I am not spending my day in front of the mirror. So there's my eyeshadow. I am going to add, this is from the recent ice cream box, and this is Medusa's. And I'm going to add one of these little orange colors, whichever one I think is going to work the best for my shirt today. And I think it's this one. I'm going to use this one here. It's a little bit sparkly, and this one is called, I want to say it says Stiletto, but it's really hard to tell. So I've got some orange, and I'm just going to add a dab. That came out more than a dab, but this is why we have extra brushes. So I brought my blending brush because I kind of had a feeling I would need it. So I'm just going to do circular motion to blend that orange in, so where it doesn't just look like I have a spotted eye. And it still keeps the brown for the deepness, but it adds a little bit of color. And I think I'm even. It's hard to tell. So there's my little bit of orange to pick up my shirt. Next, and I don't know if I'm doing this in order, and I don't always do it in the same order when I do my makeup, but next is my eyebrows. I've been using this one forever. I cannot even tell you how old this is, but this is Urban Decay Double Down Brow. And I had been using this shade, and I could not tell you what color that is. This is the Taupe Trap Duo, but I have recently switched to this color, and I feel like it works a little better. It's a little warmer toned, which is weird because I need the cooler toned foundation and other colors, but for my eyebrows, and I'm going to use a different mirror. For my eyebrows and other makeup, I do like warm tones, and this has a cute little short brush with a little spoolie. And all I do is I kind of start where my eyebrow starts tapering, My eyebrows kind of arch and turn, so I've got to pick up that arch, and I'll just kind of turn the brush towards in the direction of the eyebrow and go down with that. All right, one eyebrow done. And I got a little bit underneath here. You can just kind of push it up. You can always go over it with a little bit of dab of concealer or a little bit of that lighter eyeshadow color that we already used to cover up that and clean it up. I could have and do sometimes put my eyebrows on first, but I forgot today. So if you do that, you can obviously cover up your mistakes with your eyeshadow as you go. I'm just doing the same on this side, building it up from the end and turning at the corner and going down. And I feel like one eyebrow is a little thicker than the other, like always. And I'm not sure why, but it is. And this one, I feel like the sun is hitting it, so it looks lighter. But if I feel like I go a little Groucho marks on it and a little bit too dark, I can just dab it off and smooth it out a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more to this side, just from at least what I see in the camera. It looks like it needs it. So I may get done with this and realize I look ridiculous, but for now I think it looks okay. We'll see. And once you get the color on, you can go over it with a spoolie and just get everything going in the right direction. Eyebrows done. I do my powder, my setting powder, before I do my eyeliner or mascara. I don't almost never wear eyeliner. I just have allergies and my eyes water a lot, and I'm always wiping my eyes, so it doesn't stay on, so I just don't. I have been doing a little bit better lately, so I've been wearing it a little more often. This is a setting powder I got from Temu. It's really pretty. I thought it was pretty. That's why I got it. It looks like a peacock feather. And it does come with a little puff, and it opens up. I don't use the puff very often. I do sometimes, and I just have a puff brush I got, and I just go over even my eyebrows just to kind of set everything. To me, I feel like it just mutes everything out to where it doesn't look like you can see lines and intentional makeup. It kind of makes it look a little bit more natural. I don't always use a setting powder. I almost always do. Sometimes I will use a setting spray. Sometimes I use both. It just depends on the day. So today was a setting powder day. So for the eyeliner, if you guys didn't watch it, I just did a swatch video for this P. Louise You Rock My World eyeliner palette. And I thought it would be fun to use the orangey one for this look today. So let's give that a try. So if you didn't see it, let me show you what it looks like. This is a palette of a bunch of different colors. She has several different palettes with a lot of different colors of eyeliner. You can see where I swatched it. It really is just like a painter's palette. Those are literally like watercolor paints and how they react to the water and the brush. It came, when I got it in the box, it came with the brushes. When you buy it on the website, it doesn't always come with the brushes, although they do have sets that have the brushes and different things. When I did the try on, I liked this angle brush the best. It is thin and angly, and to me, I feel like it did the best job. So I have a little water here, and I'm going to use, I think this color looks like it's going to go best with my shirt today. I got it wet, and I'm just rubbing it around the hair like you would to build up the color on the brush. All right, so there is one. Get a little bit more water on our little brush. I colored outside the lines. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that with a little bit of, I got it to where it is not coming off, and I need to fix it. So I'm going to just put on a little bit of the concealer or the foundation, kind of use that to wipe it off because it's got the makeup in it, and clean that up. Perfect. Okay, so I like that. I think that looks good. It gives it another little dash of color. There is a ton of colors in here to use and have fun with, and I'm really hopeful that I'll get another one of these with other colors in it. I'm feeling that, truthfully, you guys have helped me get a little more adventurous with my makeup. I am usually a boring makeup person, so I'm trying out new colors. I'm getting so many new colors with the boxes and trying out fun new things. I almost did a yellow eye with the ColourPop yellow eyeliner, and I have a ColourPop yellow palette. I might try that one of these days. My mascara I am using is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is actually a deluxe sample I got from Ipsy. I think I paid $3.50 for it. Love these. This is some of the best mascara. It's got a nice fluffy brush. And I do not put mascara typically on my lower lashes. I usually, first of all, make a mess when I do that, and I have to clean it off. But also, I feel like enough gets on there from the upper lid just transferring that it looks okay. Okay, and my lips are going to be a lip drip from P. Louise. This is just a kind of chocolate gloss. And I'm done. Okay, so again, like this video is 17 minutes long, but I spent maybe, 10, 15 minutes on this look, and I think it turned out pretty good. So thank you guys for getting ready with me. This was a fun thing to try out. If you like this kind of content and you want to see me do more try-on videos and check out some more of the makeup we get in the boxes and let you know what they look like, let me know. Let me know specifically if there's any certain palettes or anything you want to see. I'm game. We'll give it a shot. So I'm going to let you go about your day, and I'm going to get about mine. I hope you have a great one. Thank you for joining me on Beth Unboxes, and hit that subscribe button for me. Bye.